sorcerer, that one. He reads the thoughts. Our fuel supply all but gone, and he stays out of reach.
We are beaten. Can it be true? The Praetor's finest and proudest flagship beaten.
Perhaps we can yet save your Praetor's pride for him. More debris into the tubes. Vicious. We have some of the old-style nuclear warheads aboard.
Yes, Commander, but only for self-destruction.
Place one in with the debris. Proximity fuse.
Yes, Commander, at once.
More wrecking suit. Scanning across our path.
Ceasefire.
Debris on our scanners.
Analysis, quickly.
Same type as before, sir. Except one metal-cased object.
Hell, hard over. Phasers, fire, point blank.
Phasers, fire!
Alright, back on my messy bench here. God, really, I keep moving shit around and it keeps accumulating. I guess that's how it's gonna go. Alright, so this is where we're at on the Romulan bird of prey. We got the tail glued, scraped out the primer from underneath it, and you know, ran my center line just to make sure everything was square and straight. So wiped it down with alcohol. The glue areas, wiped it down with alcohol. It's a resin tail, and wiped that down with alcohol as well, and then mixed up some 5-minute epoxy and put it on and have it taped down so that it stays put. The front part that goes up over the I guess the bridge area is a little thin, and it wanted to curl up, so just got that taped down. For the most of the part, it contoured to the hull. I had to shave a little bit back off here in order to get it to push up there, and so, like I said, a little bit of sanding, contouring, and I got it to seat pretty good. So so last time I left you, I showed you the the first round, the go around on the primer, so it needed some work. So what you're seeing right now is essentially the third go around, because I kept seeing some low spots on the wing, so I finally got that fixed. I got the low spot fixed that was on the hull over here from the clamps, so that looking good. But right now I don't want to touch it because I don't want to disturb the tail while it's driving. Driving. Well, yeah, I'm ready to fly while it's drying. So hopefully what I gotta do is give it one more coat of primer and then sand it down. This time I sanded it down with some 600 just to make sure I got all the little divots out, and Christ, the pinholes. I kept seeing pinholes every time I'd shoot it with the primer. It was amazing how the filler is full of air bubbles. But like I said, right now it's looking pretty good. I'll shoot it one more time with the primer filler. I like the Krylon stuff, but I can't find it anymore. It seems like everybody's going to this Rust-Oleum crap, so we'll see. One thing I did see different between the Krylon and the Rust-Oleum is the Krylon usually dries within about 35-40 minutes, and then I can go in and sand it. This stuff basically kind of sat all day, and it was still a little gummy when I sanded it. In fact, that's the damn sandpaper there, so it picked up a lot of gumpy stuff. So tomorrow I'm going to take the end caps, which where the hell are they? I'm going to take the end caps in for the exhaust part and have the machinist just give me the 2 little grooves that are in that. And that's about it. I guess I'm going to start playing with some colors after this. So, alright, till the next time. See ya. Alright. Yeah, I went looking for the exhaust cones on the nacelles, and hell, I forgot I even had these things here, which you should be able to see. It's like a frosted clear resin piece with some engine detail. Forgot all about that. And of course there's the dome. So I'm gonna take these to work. Let me if I can focus. So I just kind of worked it out that I'm gonna have the machinist at work put them in the lathe and just give me a groove at like 1 centimeter and then the other one at 2 centimeter. And I'm basically just kind of copying this thing. You know, as you can see, focus. You can see it's kind of close, you know, to the end of the nacelle. So as you can see, these look a little fatter than this one here. So, but you know, the overall shape, there's a slight taper to it. So anyway, so I figured I'd just tell you that before you know, I do it and forget it. I figured, well, I got the camera out here looking at it. So, but yep. And I did buy a eating peanut butter and jelly here for the next few weeks. Bought the resin kit of the Klingon, the original series Klingon ship off of eBay. It was a little pricey, and I'm like negotiated with a guy to give me the clear bulb. So anyway, that's coming. So I'll have the original Enterprise, the TOS Enterprise, the TOS Bird of Prey, and then I'll have the TOS Klingon ship all on the same scale. And this isn't the Katinga that I bought. So anyway, I got a second one of these Romulan ships. I guess I'm going to throw it up on eBay, just kind of offset the cost of the Klingon ship, you know. See how that goes. Alright, man. Till I get these back and on, so we'll go from there. Alright. Forgot to mention, I did take these to work, and I don't know if you can see that. Had the machinist put them on the lathe, and I told him, I says, put them, give me a little groove every, I think it was like 10 centimeters. So the first line is like 10 centimeters, second one's 20 centimeters. So just some uniform. But whether it's accurate or not, you know, it's there. Detail in the exit cones of the nacelle. So alright, I figured I'd show you that, just so that there's no way in hell I would have got that uniform. So alright, Larry back here with you on the Bird of Prey, and we are at the final primer coat. So right now I'm just kind of letting it dry. Right now it's looking pretty good. What I'll do is after it dries a day or so, this is the, I guess with the wonky weather we're having here in Florida, you know, one day it's dipping into the 60s, next day it's in the 80s, and you know, freaking humidity's all over the place. So this is the Rust-Oleum primer filler, and it's taking a little while to dry. Like I said, I guess it's got to be because of the weather. So when this thing dries, I'll give it a final sanding with probably some 600, just to kind of take the tooth out of the primer, and then get ready to start shooting it. So all in all, like I said, the bodywork came out really good. I'm pretty happy with it. The tail took a little bit of work. I had a little divot down here where it kind of wasn't straight. It was kind of a dished. So I just filled it in with the what is it? The epox. Shit, I can't think of the damn name. The epoxy sculpt, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, epoxy sculpt. So it's the first time I kind of used it. Wasn't too keen with it, but it worked. So the other thing I had to do was chase my holes again for the portholes. And I had to go back and read the instructions. I forgot there's a vinyl sheet that comes with this that basically puts the frames back around the windows. So yeah, glad I kind of read that before I started painting it. So what I'm going to do is when I sand this down, get the tooth off, I'm going to put down the vinyl window frames, and then I'll probably give it a shot of a light coat of primer over that, just kind of seal them to that before I shoot the paint. So, but all in all, it's looking good. So can't wait to see it start painting. So, all right, that's it for now. All right, so this is what I've been doing for the last hour, and you can see how many window frames I have picked off. And when I show you what I've done, you're gonna kind of laugh because my eyes are crossed after doing this. So you have square window frames and the round ones. The square ones weren't so bad, taking out the very center part of it and leaving the outer frame. The round ones had probably a 90% failure rate, so each one of the centers had to be kind of picked apart from the frame itself and then kind of put back onto the front. So the only thing I've gotten done is the front of the saucer, and like I said, that's been about an hour just to do that little much here. So I gotta go in and research the drawing, because the instruction sheet here, they show you what the front of the saucer looks like, you know, as far as square and round windows. But when you get back up here to the top of the saucer, it's not clear, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I have a copy of the of the drawing. I'm pretty sure the outer horseshoe are all square, which will be good. I'm not sure about the top bridge section, if they're square or round. So like I said, I'm done for the night doing this. Like I said, my eyes are crossed. It's almost giving me a headache looking through those damn magnifiers. So, but you need them so you can see what the hell you're doing, because as you can see, they are very tiny. So that's where I'm at, getting close. You know, once I get these frames on, then you know, then it's a paint job. So we'll go from there. All right, see ya. Alright, after a couple of nights, I have got all the damn window frames on. So I got them all the way around. I checked the reef, yeah, the reef. Brain ain't working right now. I checked the reference on, well, I say the reference, it's the hand drawings, or the drawings that somebody did of this model. And you know, you got square frames, you got round frames. So the square frames are basically portholes, and I guess what they're calling the sensors are the round ones. So basically the whole damn top is round sensors. Now basically what I have done, getting closer on this edge here, and so you got motion sickness. Alright, on this edge right here, it wasn't big enough to drill a window. I put a frame. So essentially what I'd done was I took the centerpiece of the window frame and use that as the marker for the sensor array that goes around that bridge. So that's that. What I gotta do now is shoot it with a light coat of primer just to kind of seal them, and then I'm gonna paint them. Then I'll paint the ship. And still up in the air about that. So the other thing, it's kind of amazing. You know, I thought I had all the damn body work done, but you know, as soon as you put those things on, brings a lot of things to light. So anyway, I had some areas I needed to touch up. It was just little bits, divots in the thing. You know, I had a little spot here on the nacelle. I don't know what the hell that was from. Could be just dinging it too, you know, laying it down on the cloth and something being underneath it. But anyway, the rest of the ship looks good. What I gotta do is clean up the light bulbs. I got primer on them, so I'll clean them up. And then begin the joyful experience of painting. And I will say this about these damn frames. What I was winding up using was the point of the X-Acto knife on the back side to hold down the rim, and then use a pick to kind of pick the center out. And I don't know if you can see. Focus. No, it won't focus. But you know, very minute. The square frames came out really good. I didn't have any problems with those. Those round ones, every one of the centers basically fought me getting taken out. So, and that was the other problem, because you kind of, I don't know if you can see how focus, it won't focus, but anyway, the window frame is extremely thin, so as you pull it off the backing, it kind of distorted it, so I had a lot of oval windows when I put them on, and then, you know, then you got to sit there and kind of play with it to make them round. So, oh my God, I'm done. I am done putting window frames on. So, all right. So hopefully in the next video you'll see it painted. But right now, it's just gotta wipe it down and shoot it with the base coat. So we'll go from there. All right, man. See ya. All right. I figure I'd shoot a few of the advertisement cards. You know, these are the glossy things from the political ads back in November. So I save them just to mix up the Evercoat and epoxy and crap like that, so I don't have to spend money on cardstock or something. But anyway, so I shot some of the paints that I had, and one on the left there is River Rock by Krylon. I know the camera's kind of wigging out as far as the color, but it's kind of like a dark gray kind of. I don't know. You know, it's an off gray. One on the right is the Lunar paint from Bear, and it's close to the cat. So it might be a little too light for what I want. So I don't know. The other one, okay, moving on to the next card. Definitely nickel. It's a little it's metallic-y, which is nice. You know, may think about using it on the NX01 build. Probably coming up later in the year. But that's the also the Bear spray can, rattle can. The one on the right is the Heather, you know, the one that's a little bit green. It actually came out a little darker than what the can is, so may have to figure out how to lighten that up to shoot the bird of prey. You know, I don't want it that greenish, but kind of a gray with a glint. Yeah, gray with a glint. gray with a green tint to it. Then moving over here, I've got stone gray, which is a Rust-Oleum. Like I said, the camera's kind of not really showing true color. It looks a little darker in the camera than it does on the card in person. That's really close to the Enterprise. It just needs a little greenish tint. And then the one on the right is a clamshell, which they call it matte clamshells by Krylon. In fact, both of these are Krylon. So, you know, spending money so you don't have to. Kind of kicking off like Wayne's World over there. You know, making mistakes so you don't have to. So, I'm gonna spend the money so you don't have to. Anyway, love that guy. Alright, so that's my paint options. And like I said, I kind of like this, but it's just a little too greenish, so I may have to figure out a way to decant the paint and then just mix it a little bit with some lighter gray. So we'll go from there. But anyway, I figured I'd show you that before you know, before I throw these things away and can't find them again and forget what colors they were. So, all right, man. Thanks.